Hello and welcome to the North Coast Section Playoffs on Friday Night Football on PlayOnSports.com. Live from Monte Vista High School in Danville, California, I'm Brian Vilvin on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. Tonight's first round North Coast Section Division I playoff matchup features the number 9 seeded Pittsburg Pirates visiting the 8th seeded Monte Vista Mustangs. Pittsburg, out of the Bay Valley League, comes into tonight's game with an overall record of 7-3, while the home team, Monte Vista, out of the East Bay League, is 6-4. The Pirates of Pittsburg High School won the opening toss, elected to receive. They want to have the ball first here this evening. They'll be going right to left on your screen, while the Monte Vista Mustangs will be going left to right. Monte Vista in the black uniforms, black jerseys, black pants, red helmets with red numbering and white trim. The Pittsburg Pirates in the white uniforms, black helmets, black numbering, and orange trim. The teams are on the field, and they are ready to get this 8-9 matchup underway. The second time these two teams have faced each other this year. Monte Vista winning the earlier matchup 44-14, but expect a much closer one this evening with the season on the line. The Pirates will take the opening kick at about the 5-yard line, out across the 20, still with some space and still on his feet, taking it across midfield. He's got one man to beat and blockers in front of him, cuts back across the field and all the way down to the 25-yard line, where he's tripped up and brought down was Harris Ross, the junior for the Pirates. Excuse me, that was Crajon Menifee. Menifee with 11 touchdowns on the season for the Pirates and a huge return, taking it all the way down to the 25-yard line, where the Pirates will be in business to start their first drive of the evening. Pittsburgh 7-3 on the season, second place in the Bay Valley League, where they went 4-1. They took second place to Freedom, their only league loss in that league, and that was a 49-48 loss at home. Handoff up the middle to Jamal Lockett, the leading back for this Pirate team. On the season, Lockett with 1,272 rushing yards and 14 touchdowns. That time he rips off 7 on first down, so it'll be second down and 3 to go inside the red zone for Pittsburgh. The Pirates looking to get things going early here. 2 men in the backfield, Crajon Menifee and Jamal Lockett. Lorenzo Renteria, the senior quarterback for the Pirates. Lockett's going to get the carry right up the middle again, still on his feet, across down to the 10-yard line and dragged down right at about the 10. So Lockett with 2 carries and 15 yards, bringing up a first down and goal for Pittsburgh. The Pirates looking to get on the board first here. And it was all set up by that great return by Crajon Menifee. The time these teams met earlier this year was at Pittsburgh. So now they're meeting at the other venue, Monte Vista. Lockett's going to get the carry again. Over the right-hand side, still on his feet, and that's Menifee. And Crajon Menifee takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, 10 yards on the run over the right-hand side for Menifee. So Crajon Menifee's touched the ball 2 times tonight, and he's got 2 big plays, including that 10-yard touchdown run to put the Pirates on the board. 1 minute and 11 seconds into this Division I playoff matchup. Antonio Saldana on to attempt the extra point. The kick is up, and it is good. 1 minute into the game, and it's the Pittsburgh Pirates with a 7-0 lead over the Monte Vista Mustangs on PlayOnSports.com's coverage of the North Coast Section Playoffs. Folks, do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you're enjoying here tonight? Well, tell your school to sign up for the PlayOn Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP. A quick start to the evening for the Pittsburgh Pirates, as Crajon Menifee took the opening kick 70 yards down to the Monte Vista 25-yard line and took his first carry 10 yards into the end zone after Jamal Lockett had ripped off 15 himself. Crajon Menifee with his 12th rushing touchdown of the season. The Pirates will kick off right to left. And the kick will be fielded at the 1-yard line, out across the 15 and brought down at the 16-yard line. Was Marco Zamora for the Monte Vista Mustangs. And the Mustangs will start off in poor field position when you compare it to where Pittsburgh started off their last drive at the opponent's 25-yard line. Nikita Zamora, the junior quarterback, under center. Two receivers near side, one to the far side, man in motion. A play action fake and a pass to the tight end, caught and still on his feet across the 30, still on his feet is Mason Moline. And Moline takes it all the way out to the 39-yard line, where the Mustangs will have first down. Nice start for Monte Vista, catching the Pittsburgh defense off guard. This is a very balanced attack for Monte Vista on the season. 20 rushing touchdowns and 20 passing touchdowns. They rushed the ball 3 out of every 5 plays. So that's a 60-40 percentage, and you're going to be in business when you can do that. Zach Chang, the lone back in the backfield, he's going to get the carry over the right-hand side, and he's going to take it across the 40 out to about the 43-yard line. Pick up a 4 on first down for Monte Vista. The Mustangs have put up big numbers on offense this season, averaging 31 points a game, but they've put up upwards of 40 5 different times this season. The official calls a timeout on the field as we have a player down for Pittsburgh. That was Mote Maile, but he's back up and we are rocking and rolling. Nikita Zamora under center, 3 receivers far side, 1 to the near side. Fake the handoff to Chang, throws across the middle, and it is dropped by the receiver Eric Menzendaik. And the Mustangs will have third down and 6 to go. It'll be very important for Monte Vista to keep this drive alive. Try to respond after that quick Pittsburgh touchdown. 1 big return in 3 offensive plays for the Pirates, and they were already on the board. Zamora dropping back to pass, looking left. It's complete. And fighting for that first down yardage. I think he's going to be just short, but Jalen Avery, the leading receiver for the Monte Vista Mustangs with that reception. He had 10 receiving touchdowns on the season, caught for 874 receiving yards. And it's going to be 4th down and 1 inside their own territory, and the Mustangs are going to go for it. Craig Bergman wants to keep this drive going. He'll have Zamora on the shotgun. And the officials blow the play dead. False start called against Monte Vista, so that'll change the decision by the Mustangs. They were going to go for it on 4th down and 1, but now that it's 4th down and 6, Monte Vista decides it's best if they punt this one away to the Pirates. Corey Alexander, the senior, will be back to receive the kick for the Pirates. The punt is away, and it is a beauty. Alexander's going to field it at the 10-yard line and bring it out. He crosses the 20, where he's met by a host of Mustang defenders. The Pittsburgh Pirates will have it around the 22-yard line, where they'll start off their second possession. Great field position to begin the game for Pittsburgh. Now we'll see what they do when they've got an entire field in front of them. In 3 plays, they took the ball 25 yards and into the end zone with 2 handoffs to Jamal Lockett and a handoff to Crajon Menifee. This Pirate team on the season had 38 rushing touchdowns against just 6 passing touchdowns. So this is a rush-first team. They rushed for 2,845 yards, only passed for 843. So we're going to see a healthy dosage of Lockett and Menifee with Lorenzo Renteria under center. He's going to hand it off to Lockett, still on his feet, spins, makes a man miss, and goes out to the 35-yard line, enough for a first down. Great footwork there by Jamal Lockett. And the Pirates will move the chains. This is a situation where the Pittsburgh Pirates know that they are a better team than that 44-14 showing last time against the Mustangs, and this is their opportunity to prove it. Gotta love that type of opportunity in sports. Renteria under center. The inside give isn't going to have much going on. Nice defense there by the Mustangs. Crajon Menifee right into the line, picked up about 2. It'll bring up 2nd down and 8 for the Pirates. And so far, the Monte Vista Mustangs front line has not been able to stop this vaunted rushing attack from Pittsburgh. So that was a nice play there for Monte Vista's confidence on the defensive side of the ball. Renteria under center is going to hand it off. Second man through. That is Lockett, and Lockett fights forward for the first down. 9-yard pickup on 2nd down for the Pirates, and Pittsburgh is going to have another first down. The Pirates want to use the clock, continue to keep the talented Monte Vista offense off the field, and if they can rush for 7-8 yards a run, then the Pirates are going to be in business here tonight. They want to be able to dictate the pace of play, and right now that's exactly what they're doing. Hand off right up the gut, and breaking one across the 40, across the 30, and waltzing into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That is Harris Ross with the touchdown, 54 yards on the run. And a touchdown for the Pirates. Harris Ross, a junior. And so far it had been Lockett and Menifee up to that point. And then Harris Ross gets the ball right around midfield and breaks one for a 54-yard touchdown scamper. The Pirates have the extra point coming up. Antonio Saldano on to attempt the extra point. And it is up and no good. Wide to the left, but the damage done. The Pirates with another rushing touchdown. This time coming from Harris Ross. See if that extra point comes back to haunt the Pirates later on in the game, but for right now, with 6:55 to play in the first quarter, it's 13-0. Pittsburgh leading Monte Vista. PlayOn Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at PlayOn Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/PlayOnNetwork. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. The Pirates will kick the ball away just 5 minutes into this playoff matchup, and they're already on top, 13-0. The kick is fielded at the 10-yard line and dragged down at about the 18 is the return man, Zach Chang, for the Mustangs. So nice coverage unit for Pittsburgh. That's the second time that the Mustangs of Monte Vista have been stopped inside their own 20-yard line on kickoff. The spot will be at the 19-yard line. Monte Vista had a nice start to their last drive, but it stalled right around midfield where they were forced to punt it away. Nikita Zamora in the shotgun. He puts Chang in motion to the right. 5 receivers, only 5 guys blocking. Fires it across the middle, and it's intercepted at the 25-yard line. Across the 10 and close to the end zone. Was he in? No sign yet from the official. I believe they're going to say that he was down at the 1 foot line. Cameron Heath with the interception takes it all the way to the 1. And the way the Pirates have been running the football, you got to imagine this is going to lead to 6 points for Pittsburgh. Nice job by Cameron Heath doing a little tip drill there as the pass was slightly overthrown off of the hands of the Mustang receiver, and Heath took it all the way to the 1. Huge defensive play, and the Pirates will have a bunch formation. Renteria is going to hand it off, and walking into the end zone is Menifee. Crajon Menifee with his second touchdown of the evening, and he walked in completely untouched. The Pirates are an extra point away from taking a 20-0 lead. It's 19-0 Pittsburgh, and we're not even 6 minutes into the first quarter. The Pirates have come out with a vengeance, trying to avenge that earlier season 44-14 loss at the hands of Monte Vista. Saldana will come on to attempt the extra point, and this one is right down Broadway. 20-0, the Pittsburgh Pirates leading the Monte Vista Mustangs on PlayOnSports.com's coverage of the North Coast Section Football Playoffs. PlayOnSports.com is not only your destination for Friday night football action, but it's also the place for the most comprehensive coverage of high school playoff and championship events in all sports from across the country. PlayOnSports.com, high school sports lives here. And right now, it is all Pittsburgh. The Pirates pounding the ball on offense, just running right through the Monte Vista defense, and they're getting big plays on special teams and on defense as well. Both times they've kicked off, they've kept Monte Vista inside its own 20-yard line, and then they had an interception returned all the way back to the 1-yard line to put the offense in position for that third score. 20-0 with 6:29 to play in the first quarter. In the first meeting, Pittsburgh only scored 14 points the entire game, and now 5.5 minutes into this one, they've already scored 20. Saldana's kick goes into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Hard to believe that the touchback will be the best starting field position for the Mustangs yet this evening. But we also know that this Monte Vista team can put up huge points. No lead is safe against a team that has 5 times this year put up over 40 points. Nikita Zamora under center. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Zach Chang, the lone back in the backfield. Chang gets the handoff over the left-hand side, and he's got some space. He's got the first down all the way out to the 32, 12-yard pickup on first down for the Mustangs. They've got to get him going. Close to 1,000 yards on the season and 13 rushing touchdowns for the senior Zach Chang. Zamora puts a man in motion, left to right. Hands it off to Chang again. Nice cut back to the left-hand side. And Chang will cross the 35 out to close to the 36-yard line. Pickup of a few on the play. The Mustangs need a sustained drive here. Their defense has been on the field an awful lot this evening. 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Chang, the lone man in the backfield, and he's going to empty that backfield. Backwards pass over the right-hand side, Jalen Avery. Avery trying to make a man miss and is brought down just across the 40-yard line. He's going to be close to that first down yardage, might be about a yard short, and I think this is Zach Chang territory. Bring up 3rd down and 1 from the 41-yard line. And if you're Monte Vista, you got to think in 2 plays, if you hand the ball off to Zach Chang, you're going to be able to get that yard. And they do it in 1. Across the 45 out to the 46-yard line, they asked the senior for 1 yard, and he gave him 5. So the Mustangs will move the chains and keep possession of the football. 4 minutes and 50 seconds to play in the first quarter. Pittsburg 20, Monte Vista nothing. The Mustangs, the 8 seed. That's why they're the home team hosting this one. The Pirates of Pittsburgh, the 9 seed, they're on the road. Play action. Zamora throwing over the right-hand side and incomplete, intended for Jalen Avery. The winner of this one will move on to face Concord de La Salle, probably the most storied football team in the country. But you got to win this one first. On a chilly evening at Monte Vista High School here in Danville, California. It's in the 40s and dropping. Megan Coffey, our producer, Willie McFarland on the video. Pass across the middle, and it's knocked down. Great defensive play by Noah Paliga. He almost picked that one off. It's going to bring up 3rd down and long, 3rd and 10 for the Mustangs. And I think Monte Vista is going to be forced to put the ball in the air again here, right around midfield. 3rd down and 10 to go. Zamora under center. He's got 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Fakes the handoff to Chang, dropping back to pass. Firing and nearly picked off once again. It was intended for Eric Menzendijk, but it fell incomplete. And the Mustangs will be forced to punt it away. Corey Alexander will be deep to receive this punt. Jack DeMaio will do the kicking duties, and the punt is blocked. Blocked by a host of Pirate players right out of bounds, and Pittsburgh's going to be in business once again. The Pirates are making all kinds of plays. They had about 4 guys in there, and one of them got the block. I didn't see which player it was, but with the high fives going on the field, I believe it was Nehemiah Lopez, the senior linebacker, who gets in there and gets the block. So all kinds of big plays, offense, defense, and special teams for Pittsburgh. That is a recipe for success, and right now they're doing it beautifully. Lorenzo Renteria brings an offense that is on a roll out onto the field again. Hands it off to the second man through. That's Harris Ross. Ross brought down just across the line of scrimmage. Nice tackle in the backfield.
Run by Ross. Taken down by Landman.
Brendan Landman, the 6'4", 200-pound junior. He was the man to bring Ross down. There's a penalty flag on the field, the first penalty of the game. Five-yard penalty, but it will remain first down as we had a false start called against the offense. Renteria's got 2 men in the backfield, 2 receivers to the near side. Man in motion left to right is Alexander. The handoff is going to go to Ross. Ross right up the middle and nowhere to go. Again, the first man on the scene, Brendan Landman. No gain on the play for the Pirates. 3:30 to play first quarter. And it's been all Pittsburgh, as the scoreboard indicates. Renteria under center. A receiver to either side. 2 tight ends, 2 backs in the backfield. Handoff Ross. Ross still on his feet, makes a man miss, and pushes forward for a pickup of about 7 yards. And that was huge because he should have been stopped about 4 yards sooner. Nice second effort there by the junior. Ross getting a lot of love right now, a lot of carries. And looking over on the sideline, it looks like Jamal Lockett, the normal primary back, is stretching, being tended to by the training staff. Still on his feet is Harris Ross, who has been a very worthy replacement. And Ross breaks about 3 tackles on the play, pushes forward to the 10, and another first down for the Pirates. Pittsburgh hasn't even sniffed throwing the football, and they're marching it down the field. You would think if your primary back goes down, you'd have a tough time replacing him, but this Pittsburgh team has got plenty of guys who can run the rock. Crajon Menifee in there in the backfield now. Renteria under center. He's going to hand it to Menifee. Menifee crosses the 8-yard line where he'll be met by a host of Mustang defenders. 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. The Pirates have completely dominated time of possession as well. So right now they're winning just about every aspect of this football game. Menifee the back. He'll get the carry again. Over the right-hand side, cuts back, still on his feet, close to the goal line, but stopped about a couple of yards short. It'll bring up 3rd down and goal to go from about the 1.5-yard line. We'll call it the 2. And I got to imagine that ball is going to Crajon Menifee once again. Already 2 touchdowns on the game, 2 rushing scores for the Pirates. Third down and goal. Pittsburgh looking for a 4-touchdown lead here in the first quarter. Man in motion right to left. Handoff Menifee. Penalty flags all over the place, but he is stopped. Great push up front by Monte Vista. The Mustangs needed a big play, and they got it out of their defense. We'll see what the penalty flags were. It's got to be either an offsides or an illegal formation. I believe it was an illegal formation. A false start would have stopped the play, but the procedure with the illegal formation will move them back. 5-yard penalty will bring up 3rd down and 7. And I believe the reason that Monte Vista accepted that penalty was because they thought that Pittsburgh would go for it, 4th and goal from the 1-yard line. And you don't want to make your defense make that stop twice. The first quarter will end with that. No time left on the clock here in the first quarter. And a quarter dominated by the Pittsburgh Pirates. They're driving once again, looking to get another score. And we will switch sides of the field. And the official is calling the play in, even though the scoreboard clock says 12 minutes and second quarter, and we haven't switched sides. A little bit confused as to what's going on here. I believe they'll run one untimed play because of the penalty. So we'll have that 3rd down play here still technically in the first quarter. And now we've got a timeout taken by Pittsburgh. Still no time on the clock. And I think the official's saying we have to have a play before the quarter can officially end. Well, folks, right now the Pittsburgh Pirates' plan of attack is working beautifully. They wanted to run the ball and control the clock. They've run it every time that they've touched the football, and they've scored 3 touchdowns already. They are 7 yards away from another score, and their defense and special teams have played lights out as well. The Monte Vista Mustangs had a ton of confidence coming into this one after a 44-14 drubbing of Pittsburgh the last time they met. And this Monte Vista team is coming off 3 consecutive losses, 1 to De La Salle, 1 to Amador Valley, and 1 to San Ramon Valley. But they want to get back on track here this evening. Renteria under center. Last play of the first quarter. Handoff Menifee. Menifee on his feet into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Grejon Menifee with his 3rd score of the first quarter. What an impressive quarter as the Pirates come out in the old swinging gate here. We'll see if they decide to go for 2 or if they're going to kick this. They are going for 2, and it's an incomplete pass.
And that's no good.
Pittsburgh tried to get a little fancy there on that 2-point conversion, and it failed, but the score will stand. 26-0. The Pittsburgh Pirates all over Monte Vista as the first quarter comes to a close.
And that's why we take part in doing the right thing for our community. And that's why we're the California Mixed Federation.
In the first quarter, we had a 10-yard rushing touchdown by Menifee. Then we had Harris Ross getting on board with a 54-yard scamper on his first touch of the game. Then it was Menifee from a yard out and Menifee from 7 out on the last play, an untimed play, as the first quarter came to an end. But what a display by a team coming in, didn't see themselves as underdogs, but the matchup says they're an underdog, the 9-8 game. But they wanted another chance at this Monte Vista team. And although this game is far from over, we've still got 36 minutes more of football to play. But right now, Monte Vista is going to have to get something going and get it going in a hurry. The Pirates kick this one away and into the end zone for a touchback. So once again, the Mustangs will have the ball at the 20-yard line. Penalty flag on the field. Offsides on the Pirates. So they're going to have to kick this one off again. We are now in the second quarter. No time has run off that quarter. And we'll have another attempt at this kickoff. Antonio Saldana will kick this one off from his own 35-yard line. He had kicked a couple of touchbacks from the 40, but moving back 5 yards, I believe this is going to be a returnable kick for Monte Vista. And it will be from the 3-yard line. And Monte Vista don't know who has the ball. 6 guys went into a huddle, and coming out of it at the 20-yard line, still on his feet, and dragged down about the 27-yard line. That was Anders Turner who ended up with the football. Monte Vista changing things up a little bit, getting interesting out there. And it almost worked out. I think everybody on Pittsburgh was just as confused as I was, and I'd like to see who Willie thought had the ball there on the video. Got to be a tough one. Nikita Zamora trying to lead the Mustangs out of this hole, down 26-0. They're going to hand it off to Zach Chang over the right-hand side, and Chang's got very little room. Pickup of about a yard on the play for the Mustangs. Monte Vista can't go away from their game plan here. They scored tons of points this year, so 26 is not insurmountable by any stretch, but they've got to get it done offensively. They already have one interception returned back to the 1 yard line, and they've had a punt blocked. Zamora dropping back to pass, looking right, and incomplete off the hands of the intended receiver. That was intended for the junior Marco Zamora. 3 Zamoras on this team for the Mustangs, wearing number 3, number 4, and number 12. A couple of receivers and the quarterback. Nikita with 2,200 passing yards on the season, 18 touchdowns through the air. And he's under center again. Dropping back to pass, looking left, firing left, and incomplete. Once again intended for Marco. And it's going to bring up a punting situation for the Mustangs. 4th down and 9. And back on to punt the ball, Jack DeMaio. The last time DeMaio was back there, the punt was blocked. Once again, giving Pittsburgh great field position. .11:08 to play in the second quarter. Pittsburgh 26, Monte Vista 0. And we've got movement before the snap. See which direction we're marking off 5. And it's against the offense. So the Mustangs will be pushed back. Back to the 28-yard line. Now I got to imagine Pittsburgh is going to bring the house. DeMaio would love to get this one away. Corey Alexander deep to return for Pittsburgh. And DeMaio does just get it off. Alexander picks it up at the 30, out to the 35. Tries to reverse his field, instead stays on his feet, goes forward, and is brought down about the 39-yard line. And I can't imagine we're going to see anything different out of Pittsburgh. They're going to keep that ball on the ground, protect the ball, run the clock, and if they can rip off 7-8 yards a carry, then they're going to be able to move this ball down the field once again. The lone man in the backfield is Harris Ross. In for the injured Jamal Lockett. And Ross will get the carry over the right-hand side. Cuts it back up the middle. And is brought down about the 43-yard line. Pickup of 4 on the play. And they'll take it. 10:44 to play in the second quarter. It is a chilly evening in Danville, California. 40 degrees. But for the Pittsburgh Pirates offense, they are on fire and not worried about this cold whatsoever. Harris Ross gets the carry over the left-hand side, dragged down right about the line of scrimmage. Great defensive effort. In there making the hit, Nathan Yee was the first man for Monte Vista. And this is a big 3rd down coming up for the Pirates. And more importantly, I guess, for the Monte Vista defense. The Mustangs need to get Pittsburgh off the field 3 and out, get their offense the ball in a little better field position. So far, they've started their drives at the 17, the 19, the 20, and then the 28-yard line. So they'd love to get something a little closer down the field, make their work a little less daunting. 2 men in the backfield, flags flying, delay of game against Pittsburgh. 9:35 to play in the second quarter. It's been all Pirates up until this point. And now they've got their longest third down that they've faced all evening, 3rd down and 10 from their own 39-yard line. Will we see a pass? It's been a quarter and a half, and we have not seen one yet out of the Pirates. And Renteria is going to throw. Looking down the middle and firing. No flags flying. Looked like there might have been a little bit of contact with Corey Alexander, but the officials deem otherwise. And it'll be punting time for the Pirates. Arturo Fernandez will do the punting duties for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Marco Zamora will be the deep man to return for the Mustangs. Monte Vista's got to get one here. Let's see if Zamora can't make something special happen on this punt return. It's a spiraling kick. Takes a hop. A Pittsburgh roll all the way down to the 24-yard line. So again, the Mustangs will have to go over 70 yards if they want to get into the end zone. The ball took its final stop at the 23, so they've got 77 yards between them and a score. Nikita Zamora, the junior, will get the Mustangs to the line. 9:22 to play, second quarter. Zamora puts a man in motion left to right. Inside handoff to Chang. And Chang is met about the 26-yard line. Pickup of 3 on the play.
Chang gets it across the 25 to about the 26. Second down and 7.
Second down and 7 coming up for the Mustangs. Pass over the right-hand side, complete. A wide receiver screen. And it was taken all the way out for a first down to the 35-yard line. Mason Moline with the reception for the Mustangs. This drive off to a nice start for Monte Vista. 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line. Zamora comes up to the line. 3 receivers near side, 1 to the far side. Chang, the lone back. And he's going to get the carry over the left-hand side. Gets to the outside. Great quickness by Chang across midfield and out of bounds at the 45-yard line. Zach Chang just beat everybody to the corner. That is some unbelievable foot quickness there by Zach Chang. First down and 10 for the Mustangs. 8:16 to play in the second quarter. Monte Vista looking to get on the scoreboard. Zamora dropping back to pass. Instead, it's a draw to Chang, and all over it for Pittsburgh was Antonio Huey. He was right there. He sniffed out that draw and brought Chang down in the backfield for a loss of 2. Tight end to the right, 2 receivers right, 1 to the near side. That's Marco Zamora. Dropping back to pass, looking towards Zamora, and complete. Nikita to Marco. And it's going to be a pickup of 10. About 2 yards shy of that first down marker. 2 yards that they can pick up with Zach Chang. Just got to send him to the far side of the field, and he'll outrun everybody to the first down marker. 7:15 to play, second quarter. Chang gets the carry and gets it across the first down marker. He needed 2 yards. He got about 2.5. And the chains will move. Monte Vista with their best drive of the evening. Moving it down into Pittsburgh territory. And now we can see some defenders with hands on their waist for Pittsburgh. First time they've been on the field for an extended period all night. Might be a little bit cold out there, the Pittsburgh D. Monte Vista dropping back to pass. Zamora looking deep, firing across the middle. It's complete and into the end zone for a touchdown. Jalen Avery. Beautiful play action pass from Nikita Zamora to Jalen Avery. A 34-yard touchdown strike, and the Mustangs are on the board. John DeMaio on to attempt the extra point. The kick is up and right down Broadway. 34 yards on the strike from Nikita Zamora to Jalen Avery. And Monte Vista responds. We knew that quick strike offense would get it going, and they did it in a big way on that drive. Marched it all the way down the field. 77 yards, and a score for Monte Vista. Folks, do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you're enjoying here tonight? Well, tell your school to sign up for the PlayOn Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP. I'm Brian Vilvin bringing you the action live from Monte Vista High School in Danville, California. It's the North Coast Section Division I football playoffs. The 8-9 matchup between the number 8 seed Monte Vista Mustangs and the number 9 seed, the Pittsburgh Pirates. The winner will move on to face the number 1 seed, Concord de La Salle, next week. DeMaio's kick goes into the end zone for a touchback. So the Pirates will have their worst starting field position of the evening, and it's their own 20-yard line. .650 to play, second quarter. Harris Ross, the back in the backfield, along with Crajon Menifee. The handoff's going to go to the second man through. That's Ross. And he's got nowhere to go. This Monte Vista D looks energized. Jack Shabola in there on the hit for the Mustangs. Clock moving, 6.5 to play in the second quarter. Lorenzo Renteria, the senior quarterback, leads his team to the line. And he's going to hand it off. He keeps the ball, to the far side, crosses the 20, out to the 25, where he's dragged down. Renteria with a great fake to Ross. Faked me out. But that's pretty easy to do. It was more impressive that he faked out the Monte Vista defenders and picked up, we'll call it 4 on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 6. And if you're Pittsburgh, I'm not saying it's time to panic, but you got to get this 3rd down conversion. You want to keep that football. If Monte Vista gets it back and scores a touchdown before the half, they're right back in business. You've controlled the entire first half of play. Got to get this 6 yards. Handoff Ross, and he does with a second effort across the 35, out to the 37, and a huge first down pickup for the Pirates. Boy, that was a big pickup. Harris Ross, not expected to be the guy getting the brunt of the work for the Pirates. They were expecting that to be Jamal Lockett along with Crajon Menifee. but Harris Ross has stepped up in this role and performed exceptionally well this evening. They're going to fake the handoff to Ross and fire it across the middle. Incomplete, just over the hands of Miley, the intended receiver. Mota Miley reaching out for that one, just over his arms. Renteria might want to have that one back. Looked like he had Miley open down the field. 2nd down and 10 for the Pirates. Renteria is going to hand it off on a delay. And again, that's Ross. Ross with a little bit of room, not much. 2-yard pickup on the gain. And it'll bring up another 3rd down and long for the Pirates. 4.5 minutes to play in the first half. Krajon Menifee's in the game right now. He's the first man in the backfield. The man behind him is Harris Ross. We haven't seen Menifee with a carry on this drive. And it's going to be Ross again with Menifee blocking for him, and Ross is brought down at about the 42-yard line, so they're going to be 5 yards short of that 1st down marker. And I got to imagine the Pirates are going to punt this one away. They will. 3:55 now and counting in the 2nd quarter. Monte Vista right back in this football game if they can take this ball and score with it. Marco Zamora, the deep man for the Mustangs. And that's Krajon Menifee punting it. And the punt is going to go out of bounds at the 47-yard line. So Menifee, not the usual punter for the Pirates, and he punts that one out of bounds off the side of his foot over the left-hand side. A great crowd on hand here at Monte Vista High School. Both sides filled up. And the Mustangs have the ball in their greatest field position by far this evening inside Pirate territory at the Pittsburg 47-yard line. Zamora brings the troops to the line, drops back to pass, looking right, pump fake, and dragged down in the backfield. Actually still on his feet. I don't know how he's still on his feet. It looked like Zamora was going to be crushed for a sack. Somehow he stayed on his feet and might have even gained a yard on the play. And he did not gain a yard on the play. He gained 2. Looked like it was going to be about 2nd down and 15. Instead, it's 2nd down and 8. Could even be 7. And we'll go with 8. I'm not going to disagree with Megan. 2nd down and 8 to go. Nikita Zamora puts a man in motion right to left. He's got Chang in the backfield. Going to fake the handoff to Chang, throw across the middle, and it's caught. What a catch! And a huge hit put on by Corey Alexander on Eric Menzendijk. And both guys shaking up on the play. Going up real high and getting it, the 6'5" junior, Eric Menzendijk. And Corey Alexander leveled him and kind of leveled himself as well in the process. Both guys shaken up after that big hit. And we got to hope that Corey Alexander is okay. A huge contributor for this Pittsburg Pirate team, both on defense and special teams. 2:25 to play in the 2nd quarter. And the Monte Vista Mustangs trying to make a game out of it. The first quarter was all Pittsburg. The Pirates took a huge, huge lead. And then Monte Vista's been creeping back in it slowly here in the second quarter. Corey Alexander walking off the field under his own power. Great to see that, and getting a nice round of applause from the Monte Vista fans. Nice show of support there. Good sportsmanship. Zamora under center, first down and 10 to go from the 31-yard line. Man in motion is Moline. Dropping back to pass, looking deep, looking toward the end zone, and overthrows his receiver, nearly intercepted by Shane Morris. And I bet if you ask Morris, he'd want that one back. That one hit the junior right in the numbers. Great position there by Morris to even have a shot at that one, though. It's going to bring up second down and long. Got to like that. Monte Vista going for the quick strike on first down. Heaving it toward the goal line. Zamora's got Chang in the backfield. Throwing left. Complete to Avery. Avery's got a little bit of space and takes it out close to that first down yardage. Might be about a yard short. Jalen Avery, a definite playmaker out there. He's got the lone touchdown. A 34-yard reception for a score earlier in the second quarter. 1:59 to play in the quarter. Handoff Chang left side, and he'll have the first down. He lowered that head and got straight across the line of scrimmage. 2 yards on the pickup and a first down for the Mustangs. They keep the ball. $1:55. And after the ball is set, the clock will start running. Monte Vista trying to make it a 2-possession game. Trying to make those 2 missed extra points come back to haunt the Pirates. Zamora's going to fake the handoff to Chang and throw it to Moline. Moline dragging defenders and takes it down. Pick up about 5 on the play. With 1:28 to play in the second quarter, we're going to have a timeout taken by Monte Vista. Mustangs want to talk things over. Coach Craig Bergman. Folks, we want to let you know that PlayOn Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at PlayOn Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/PlayOnNetwork. Over 7.5 million views on that YouTube page. We had 2.5 million on one play. A SportsCenter top 10 play, a pretty impressive one. If you haven't seen it, folks, you should go check out the YouTube page and check out the play heard around the world. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. And this has been a tale of 2 quarters here as the Pittsburg Pirates completely dominated quarter one, number 1. And the Monte Vista Mustangs are making a run of it here in quarter number 2. Nikita Zamora under center's got Zach Chang in the backfield. A clear evening as they fake the handoff. Zamora rolling left, looking to throw. Instead, he's going to tuck it himself, gets a block, and takes it down to the 10-yard line. He's hit late, and there's going to be a penalty flag. This will be half the distance to the goal. Not a smart play by the Pittsburgh defender right in front of a couple of officials, and clearly a late hit on the quarterback. Right in front of the student section as well for Monte Vista. And they're having a little fun with that one. It's going to bring first down and goal for the Mustangs. And I spoke too soon. Block in the back is called on Monte Vista during the play. And then a dead ball foul called against the Pittsburgh Pirates. after the play. So they'll walk it back on the block in the back, and then they'll walk it forward 15 yards on the dead ball foul, and the ball's going to end up at the 20. So it's a net win of 5 for the Mustangs. They would have much more preferred first down and goal from inside the 10. Instead, they'll have second down and 9 from their own 20. But I guess the other alternative would have been second down and 20 from the 31. So Monte Vista will take it. 1:18 to play in the second quarter. Monte Vista has 2 timeouts left. So do the Pirates of Pittsburgh. Nikita Zamora under center. Chang in the backfield. 3 receivers, trips to the far side. Pass over that direction. We might have a delay of game. And we do. Monte Vista unable to get that play off in time.
Delay of game against the Mustangs. Back them up 5, second down to 14.
A little chilly evening here. Megan Coffey, our producer, Willie McFarland, our videographer, doing a great job out in the elements. Trying to bring you this broadcast. Second down and 14 to go for Monte Vista. 1:18 to play second quarter, trailing 26-7, looking to get back on the board before the half ends. Dropping back to pass, throwing over the near side, incomplete. Intended for Marco Zamora. That was Nikita Zamora. Trying to hook up with his brother. And the pass fell incomplete. Third down and 14 to go, and the Mustangs will call a timeout. They want to talk this thing over. They know this third down is huge. Folks, PlayOn Sports is not only your destination for Friday night football action and all North Coast playoff and championship events, but it's also the place for the most comprehensive coverage of high school playoff and championship events in all sports from across the country. PlayOnSports.com. High school sports lives here. And folks, if you're a fan of the North Coast section, we've got a full slate of coverage for you tomorrow. We've got coverage all around the state of California. We've got some big football games going on in Chicago. And we've got championships here in California. Check our broadcast schedule page. Click on California or click on Illinois if you want to see some of those great matchups. And it'll take you to the game of your choice. Third down and 14 to go for the Monte Vista Mustangs. Zamora under center. Empty backfield. Dropping back to pass. Being pressured. Flushes out of the pocket. And he's going to throw it away. Outside of the tackles. Great defensive pressure put on once again by Antonio Huey. And I believe we're going to have a field goal attempt here by the Mustangs. 1:07 to play in the first half. This would be a probably 42-yard field goal attempt. John DeMaio, the field goal kicker for the Mustangs. The ball will be on the left hash right there on the 32-yard line for a 42-yard attempt. The Mustangs want to make sure they've got all the right personnel out on there on the field. 42-yard kick. The snap is down, the kick is up, and it's no good. The Pirates, Xavier Crawford, wanted to return that one, but you can't do that. And it'll be the Pirates' ball, 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. So a great drive by Monte Vista comes up with 0 points, and the Mustangs have got to be bummed about that. They had a chance to get a score, and they'd be getting the ball back to start the second half of play. So it could have been a huge, huge opportunity for Monte Vista, and they let it slip away. Great job by the Pittsburgh defense putting on pressure. Now Pittsburgh's got their sights on a score. 1:01 to play. They've got 2 timeouts. And they've got a couple of really good backs in the backfield. One of them's got the ball right now. His name is Harris Ross, and he's running over the left-hand side, still on his feet across the 30, across the 40, across midfield. Ross has one man to beat, sprinting toward the end zone. Touchdown! Harris Ross, 80 yards on the score. What a turn of events for the Pirates. And Harris Ross with his second huge touchdown run of the game. He scored from 54 yards out and now from 80 yards out, and the junior Harris Ross is having a night to remember. The extra point is down the middle. 33-7. Pittsburg leading Monte Vista. What a change in momentum. It looked like Monte Vista was going to be right back in this one, trailing by 2 scores, getting the ball back at the half. Instead, the drive stalls. They attempt a field goal, miss it, and on the first play from scrimmage, Harris Ross goes 80 yards, breaking about 6 million tackles on the play. I didn't get the exact count, but that's a rough estimate. And sprinting down the sideline into the end zone. This Division I first round North Coast section playoff matchup has been an exciting one for sure. If you like big plays and you like running backs, then you got to love what the Pittsburgh Pirates have done here this evening. 13 seconds went off the clock on that run. Saldana will kick off again. Gets a good boot on it, but it's going to be returnable right about the 5-yard line. Out to the 20. And still fighting for extra yards, but stopped about the 20-yard line. Is the return man for Monte Vista. And I believe that was Jalen Avery. 41 seconds. Be interesting to see what the Mustangs do here. They've got a timeout remaining. Zamora under center. Empty backfield. 5 receivers dropping back to pass. Being pressured. Flushed out of the pocket once again. And throwing on the run. It's nearly intercepted. In there on the defense, Daniel Carter. And Carter almost had a pick. Dangerous pass by Zamora. 34 seconds remaining in the half. It's going to be 2nd down and 10 for the Mustangs. Zach Chang in the backfield. Monte Vista will get the ball back to start the second half. They're going to do delayed draw to Chang. Chang's got some space. Out to the 30 and across the 35. Makes another man miss. Close to the 40 where he's driven back. The 39 will be the yard line that they give him. The clock will stop momentarily as they move the chains. The Mustangs doing a nice job getting up to the ball. The clock is rolling. Zamora drops back to pass, firing across the middle, and it's incomplete, intended for Mason Moline. "19 seconds to play in the second quarter. 2nd down and 10 for Monte Vista. Looking to get on the board. Trailing by 26 points to the Pittsburgh Pirates. Pass left-hand side. Avery makes the catch around the 40. He's got a blocker out to midfield and out of bounds. Nice job by Jalen Avery, picking up the first down and getting out of bounds, saving a timeout for his team 13 seconds to play
9-yard line. First down, Mustang.
in the first half. That one got all the way across midfield down to the Pittsburg 49. Nice little drive being put together by Monte Vista right here. They still haven't burned their final timeout, and they've only taken 30 seconds off of the clock. Nikita Zamora under center again. No men in the backfield. Drops back to pass, looking left, firing incomplete. Again, nearly picked off. It was intended for Marco Zamora, and Raymond Garcia was there on the defense. Nice D by the Pirates. 3 seconds off the clock. And with 10 seconds to play in the half, I got to imagine this ball is going somewhere down the field. Can't be thinking anything short here. Close to Hail Mary range here at the 49-yard line. Nikita Zamora will drop back to pass again, looking left, looking deep, firing left, and it's going to be incomplete. Intended for Marco Zamora. 4 seconds to play in the half, so barring a penalty or something extremely quick to the outside, this should be the last play of the first half. Zamora is going to be throwing this one up, a jump ball toward the end zone. Unless Monte Vista just decides to take a knee on it. Instead, they'll call a timeout. Might as well. No need to save your timeouts here, only 4 seconds. Not going to be able to run a play and stop the clock for any good reason. So Coach Bergman's going to try to pull something out of the old bag of tricks. We saw him pull something out on the kickoff return, so maybe he's got a special 49-yard play drawn up. He's just been waiting to use for this exact moment. Some type of hook and ladder, or maybe you put a receiver on the far side, have him lay down and pretend like he's not there. We saw that in a game last weekend, and it nearly worked. If the pass had been thrown backwards, it would have been a touchdown. So let's see what the Monte Vista Mustangs decide to do here. They've got 49 yards to go to get a score. 4 seconds to play in the second quarter, and they trail by 26 points. And now we're going to have a timeout taken by the Pirates.
Timeout, Pirates.
So on the Pittsburgh side, Coach Victor Gali saw something he did not like. And the chess match continues between these two sides. Folks, we want to let you know that after the game, we'll have the PlayOnSports.com post-game show. We'll select a player of the game from the winning team. We'll also have that player come right up here, and we'll do a live interview. So that's coming up following the game. Right here on PlayOnSports.com, your destination for high school sports. In a first half that has been dominated by big plays, the Pittsburgh Pirates have made just a few more than the Monte Vista Mustangs. And right now they lead at 33-7. 4 seconds left to play in the first half. Monte Vista trying to get one toward the goal line. This should be the last play of the half, barring a penalty. Zamora dropping back to pass, looking left, firing left, and the ball tipped up in the air, incomplete, and that will do it for the first half of play. Folks, that's the end of the first half, with the Pittsburgh Pirates leading the Monte Vista Mustangs by a score of 33-7. We'll be back in a few moments with the PlayOnSports.com halftime show. Don't go anywhere. It's the North Coast Section Playoffs on Friday Night Football on PlayOnSports.com, your destination for high school sports. You're watching PlayOnSports.com's presentation of the North Coast Section Playoffs on Friday Night Football, live from Danville, California. I'm Brian Vilvin, joined by our producer, Megan Coffey, and our videographer, Willie McFarland. The Pittsburgh Pirates lead the Monte Vista Mustangs 33-7 as we get ready to start the second half of play. The first half was dominated by the rushing attack of the Pittsburgh Pirates, who scored 5 times on big rushes from 2 of their big backs, Crajon Menifee with 3 scores and the junior Harris Ross with 2 scores, but Harris Ross, the scores were from 54 yards out and 80 yards out on the last offensive play for the Pirates in that first half. So a couple of really big runs by Ross and then 3 more by Menifee, and that's how we've landed at this 33-7 Pittsburgh lead. The 7 points for Monte Vista came on a 34-yard Jalen Avery touchdown reception from the quarterback, Nikita Zamora. The Monte Vista Mustangs will receive the second half kickoff, and they'll be going left to right wearing the black jerseys, red numbers, and white trim. That is Marco Zamora, who is driven down at about the 14-yard line. They might give him all the way out to the 15, but again, nice job on the coverage unit for the the Pittsburgh Pirates. During halftime, a lot of the fans over at the snack bar getting coffee and hot chocolate on a cool evening here in the East Bay. Pass out to the left-hand side, complete to Jalen Avery. Avery takes it down for a pickup of about 6 on the play. Nice pickup on first down for the Mustangs. They've got to get something going here on this first drive of the second half. Zamora under center. Hands it off to Chang. Chang makes a man miss. Might be a hold. Penalty flags flying. Chang had the yardage for the first down, but this one may be coming back. And it is going to be against Monte Vista. So they won't get the first down. Instead, they'll redo second down from 10 yards further back. Just underway here in the second half of play. 11:15 to go in the third quarter. It's the first round matchup of the Division I playoffs in the North Coast section. It's number 9 leading number 8, and Monte Vista, the 8 seed, trying to climb their way back into this one. Zamora going to be flushed out of the pocket. He goes out of bounds. Tried to get back to the line of scrimmage. I believe he's going to be about a yard past it. But it's still going to be third down and long. 3rd and 11 coming up for the Mustangs. Zamora under centers, got Chang in the backfield. Faked the delayed handoff to Chang, instead firing across the middle, and it's caught. Nice catch over the middle by Jalen Avery. That ball was thrown near Menzendijk and Jalen Avery, and Avery going down across the turf, sliding and making a great catch for a first down. A big first down on 3rd and long for Monte Vista. Let's see if they can't turn that big play into something here. Get a little sustained drive going and get back on the scoreboard. Zamora drops back to pass, fires across the middle, and it's complete. And across midfield down to the 45, and still on his feet is Mason Moline. And Moline with a huge pickup on first down. Beautiful throw by the junior Nikita Zamora. And the Mustangs are in business here on their first drive to open up the second half of play. Monte Vista needs to score now and often. They trail by 4 scores. Now we've got a little bit of equipment malfunction here. And glad to see that. Never glad to see an equipment malfunction, but you're glad to see that it's Corey Alexander back on the field. He was injured earlier for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Zamora under center, 2 receivers far side, 1 near side, Chang in the backfield, and the pass is intercepted and driven out of bounds by Zamora after the pick was Raymond Garcia, the senior, with a pick. And just like that, Pittsburgh's going to get the ball back deep in Monte Vista territory. And the Pirates will look to break this one wide open. Nice defensive recognition by Raymond Garcia, jumping the out route and making the pick. First down and 10 for the Pirates on the Monte Vista 30-yard line. 10:02 to play, third quarter. Harris Ross in the backfield. And the handoff's going to go to Ross, still on his feet across the 20, makes a man miss, breaks a tackle, and drags a defender down to the 16-yard line. 14 more for the junior. The Harris Ross show continues on the ground for the Pirates. Keep moving the clock, keep moving the chains, and keep moving their scoreboard up in your direction. Lorenzo Renteria under center. Again, it's Ross, and this time he's met at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. 9 out of 11 defenders were in on the tackle for Monte Vista. Carson Milner leading the charge on the defensive side for the Mustangs. Second down and 11 to go. Harris Ross in the backfield behind Antonio Huey, the fullback, who makes a huge block. And Ross does the rest, takes it down across the 10-yard line to the 9. Might be about a yard short of that first down marker. But when you've got Antonio Huey at 6'2", 280 pounds as your lead blocker, you can do some damage. Third down and 2 yards to go. Huey, the big fella, still in there at fullback, and it's Harris Ross, the back behind him. They're going to fake the handoff, pitch it out to Ross. Ross is going to have to try to get to the corner here. Spins and gets enough for the first down. Still on his feet, took a huge hit about the 5-yard line, but he's got the first down. It'll be first and goal for the Pirates. The clock continues to move. 7:52 and counting here in the third quarter. And it looks like that last hit that Harris Ross took was a big one. He got stood up by some defenders, and one guy came through and hit him pretty hard. Harris Ross down on the field, and the training staff is tending to him. Gotta hope that he's all right. Quite a playmaker out there for the Pirates. And he gets up under his own power. He's going to walk to the sideline. Got his bell rung a little bit there. But Harris Ross is a trooper. He had over 100 yards in the first half on 2 carries for a couple of scores. And now with Ross heading to the sideline, first down and goal for the Pirates with 7:45 to play in the third quarter. You look in the backfield, and in the running back spot, it looks like it's going to be Tyrell Lasser for the Pirates. Renteria under center. He's going to hand it off, and straight up the middle, heading toward the goal line, near the goal line, and stopped short was Tyrell. And Lazar takes it all the way down to the 1 yard line. The junior looking to get on the board. And the officials will take a timeout here as we've got an equipment malfunction for Monte Vista. So the clock will stop momentarily. It'll start running again. Just under 7 minutes to play, third quarter. Tyrell Lazare, still the deep man behind Antonio Huey. And Huey's going to get the carry. He's going up the middle. Still no signal from the officials. Waiting for it. And he's stopped short. Nice 2 plays in a row for the Mustang defense, stuffing the Pittsburg Pirates. And you see Antonio Huey looking over to Coach Victor Gali on the sideline saying, hey, let's run that same play again. Repeat. I want that football. I'm getting a touchdown. But he's coming off the field, so I got to imagine he's probably not going to get this handoff. We've got a timeout taken by the Pirates with 6:10 to play in the third quarter. They lead it 33-7. They've got third down and goal from the 1 foot line. And we'll take a break with them, folks. It's the North Coast Section Division I football playoffs on PlayOnSports.com, your destination for high school sports. Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you're enjoying here tonight? Tell your school to sign up for the PlayOn Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP. Third down and goal from a yard out. It's even inside a yard. Renteria under center. Huey back in at fullback, and the running back Tyrell Lazar moved a little bit early. The flags flew, and the Pirates are pointing toward Monte Vista saying that they moved. It was clear that Lazar moved in the backfield, but was he drawn by a Mustang defender? And that's the question that we're all waiting to find out the answer to. And the penalty is going to go against the Mustangs. So, yeah, they had about 6 inches to go for the goal line, and now that's a 3-inch penalty. And they're that much closer. Renteria under center. Lazar the back behind Huey. Huey's going to get the carry again, and he's going to go into the end zone. Touchdown. Antonio Huey, the 6'2", 280-pound senior, bulldozes his way into the end zone for another Pirate touchdown. Huey wanted another run at it. He said, Coach, let's run that same play. I'm getting it in the end zone. Coach said, all right, Antonio, you can have this one. Just make sure you score. And he responded with 6 points. The snap is mishandled, and the extra point will be no good. But the Pirates will still get these 6 points from the score, and they'll lead it 39-7.
broadcast on Tuesdays at 5 p.m. And throughout the week on
Antonio Huey with the rushing score.
video highlights was provided by Cal High Sports.
And the Pittsburgh lead is 32 with 6 minutes to play in the third quarter.
The California Interscholastic Federation. View and purchase high-quality action.
PlayOn Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at PlayOn Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/PlayOnNetwork. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. After another interception and great field position, the Pittsburgh Pirates take it into the end zone, capped off by the 30-yard drive, capped off by a 1-yard Antonio Huey touchdown run. This kick will be into the end zone and hit the post of the goalpost. That's going to be a touchback for the Mustangs. 6:06 to play, third quarter. The Pittsburgh Pirates are 18 minutes and 6 seconds away from pulling off the upset on the road. They want to take the trip to De La Salle next week. That's what's on the line here for these two teams. The winner will go to face the number 1 seeded Concord De La Salle Spartans next week. Zamora drops back to pass, fires across the middle, and it's nearly intercepted. Corey Alexander kicked that one off his feet. It was intended for Jalen Avery. Both guys went up for it, and then as they came down, it was kicked up by Corey Alexander's left foot, and it falls incomplete. 5:59 to play, third. Nikita Zamora will bring his team to the line. Survey the defense. Put a man in motion and throw it to that man. It's complete. Moline with the reception, and he'll take it out for a couple. It's going to bring up third down and long again for Monte Vista. Seems like the Mustangs have been in third down and long situations throughout the evening. The officials blow the whistle, and it looks like the Pittsburgh Pirates will take a timeout. Pirates take that timeout with 5:23 to play in the third quarter. They lead it by 32, 39-7 over the Mustangs of Monte Vista. PlayOnSports.com is not only your destination for Friday night football, but it's also the place for the most comprehensive coverage of high school playoff and championship events in all sports from across the country. PlayOnSports.com. High school sports lives here. Brian Vilvin coming to you live from Monte Vista High School in Danville, California. Willie McFarland, our videographer. Megan Coffey, our producer. And we're all out here in this beautiful, clear November evening. Want to take a little quick second to wish a happy birthday to my mother back in San Diego, California. I know she's listening in, watching this game. Wonderful lady. Want to wish her a happy birthday here this evening. Happy birthday, Mom. And a big averting of the sack by Nikita Zamora, still on his feet, and he's dragged down. Loss of about 8 on the play. So another big defensive stop by the Pirates, and right now Pittsburgh is just doing everything right. They've got 3 interceptions on defense. They've blocked a punt. Their kickoff coverage unit has been lights out, and now their defense just playing exceptionally well. And we know the offense has been very solid as well. The punt is away, and it's fielded near midfield. And still on his feet going to the far sideline is Xavier Crawford. He's going to cut back, come near midfield. A couple of blocks out there. No penalty flags on the field. Crosses the 45 and is brought down about the 43-yard line. Nice job by Crawford, the junior, making some men miss. Fancy footwork. He ran about 150 yards and got about 20 on the return. But there was a block in the back on the Pirates. That's one of the tough things whenever it's a run like that and reversing field. Although you love your playmakers to make plays, there's so often a block in the back or a hold on those type of plays. And that is the case on that one as well. But it is exciting. I like to see that. And why not? The Pirates have been doing everything right this evening. Take a chance to maybe break one for another 6. 4:27 to play in the third quarter. 39-7, the Pirate lead. Renteria under center. Hands it off to Harris Ross, who's back into the game. Apparently feeling better after that big hit near the goal line. And Ross picks up 5 on the first down. Carry. The ball will be placed just across midfield. Clock still moving. And with a big lead like this, Pittsburgh already kept the ball on the ground on a majority of the plays. I got to imagine they're going to do a steady dose of the same here with a huge lead. Ross will get the carry again. They fake the handoff, and they're going to throw it back to Ross. And the ball is intercepted. Intercepted near midfield, still on his feet across the 30 and into the end zone. Jalen Avery with the pick 6 and a touchdown. 60 yards on the interception return, and hold everything, folks. The Mustangs with a huge, huge score. Jalen Avery is a game changer, and he may have just changed the entire complexion of this first round playoff matchup. The Mustangs will go for 2 here. A jump pass a la Tim Tebow. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. In there throwing the pass was Mason Moline. And on the receiving end was Eric Menzendijk. So the 2-point conversion is successful, and it's 39-15. Jalen Avery with his second score of the game. Had 1 on offense, now has 1 on defense. Now all he's got to do is get a special team score and he'll have the trifecta. Willie thinks it's going to happen. .3:30 to play in the third quarter. And immediately after I said that Pittsburgh was going to keep the ball on the ground, they go to the air, and Monte Vista makes them pay. 39-15, the Pittsburgh lead. They'll be getting the ball back here, unless Monte Vista thinks it's time for the onside kick, which they do. Guessing by the 9 men on the left side of the line. And they will attempt the onside kick. The ball takes a great bounce up in the air, but I believe it's still loose on the ground. No signal yet from the officials. The Mustang players think that they have it. This place will erupt if they do. And Monte Vista recovers the onside kick. Monte Vista. 2 big plays in a row. And we'll call it 3 after that 2-point conversion as well. So now you look up at the scoreboard and the game gets a lot more interesting here. A 24-point game. So a 3-possession game if you get 2-point conversions each time. Zamora looking deep. He's got a man, and Jalen Avery can't get to it. Just overthrows the receiver. But Avery was open. So the Mustangs finding some holes in that Pittsburgh defense and looking to take advantage. Going for that home run ball right after you recover the onside kick.
So that'll be 15 yards and a first down for the Mustangs.
And with a 15-yard penalty, the Mustangs will move the ball all the way out across the 40. It'll finally be spotted at the 32-yard line. First down and 10 for Monte Vista. .321 to play, third quarter. Man in motion left to right. Zamora throws it. Complete, and that's Mason Moline still on his feet. He's going to be down inside the 20-yard line for a first down for Monte Vista. If they can get a quick score here, and this fourth quarter is going to be extremely interesting. Handoff right side, Chang. Chang is met in the backfield. May have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but the clock will keep moving. 3:03 and going.
Loss of about 1, taken out of 11.
Nikita Zamora. Plenty of confidence there. A junior quarterback for the Mustangs. But he's looked pretty steady all evening. Has never looked like he's in panic mode, despite what the scoreboard has read. He'll fake the handoff to Chang, rolling left, being pressured, going to tuck it and run. He's got some space across the 10, across the 5, and inside the 5-yard line down to about the 4, and a first down. Great presence there by Nikita Zamora, and he's got first and goal for his team.
We have an injured Pirate on the play. I repeat, we have an injured Pirate on the play.
There's an injured player for the Pittsburgh Pirates right around that 5-yard line where the contact was made. Can't see a number and don't want to speculate. But another, you hate to see that type of situation. The training staff out to tend to the injured player. And if Monte Vista can get a score here, it'll get really interesting. Got to imagine they'll go for 2 again. And if they convert that, it'll be a 16-point game, 2-score game. When it looked like the Pittsburgh Pirates were going to run away with this one. Instead, the very resilient Mustang team has hung around. And they are a touchdown away from really making things interesting. When you turn to the onside kick in the third quarter and it works, then you know you're doing something right. It looks like the injured Pirate was able to get up on his, under his own power. And he'll be helped off the field. And again, the Monte Vista fans being very supportive. (39-15), Pittsburgh leading Monte Vista. but the Mustangs trying to make a game of it. They've got 1st and goal from the 5. Handoff left-hand side, Chang. Chang's got the corner. He's got the end zone. Touchdown, Monte Vista. Zach Chang over the left-hand side, 5 yards and the score. And again, they will go for 2. I don't know if they'll be able to do the jump pass again, as they already did that one. This time it'll be a more traditional setup. Zamora under center. Man in motion. And we've got a false start.
False start against the Mustangs, back at the 5.
If they miss this, it'll be an 18-point deficit. If they make it, it'll be 16. 2 minutes, 17 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter. In a game that up until the last minute and a half was all Pittsburgh. Zamora brings the Mustangs to the line. This 2-point conversion just got a lot more interesting. And they throw a pass to the corner in the right-hand side, and nearly making a circus catch was Mason Moline. Instead, it falls incomplete. Nice defense on the play by Corey Alexander. And the 2-point conversion's no good. 39-21. Monte Vista creeping back into it. 2:12 to play in the 3rd quarter, and Monte Vista will be kicking off once again. Folks, do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you're enjoying here tonight? Well, tell your school to sign up for the PlayOn Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP. And if you do that school broadcast program, you can have every single game covered in every sport from your school. You can have talent shows covered. Anything you've got going on campus, you can broadcast that. As the Mustangs will try to recover another onside kick, John DeMaio will kick it off for Monte Vista. Another good kick, and again it's on the ground. No sign from the officials. And it looks like Pittsburgh's got it. Right around midfield, the Pirates will take over. And we'll see if Harris Ross is back out on the football field. And he is. Lorenzo Renteria under center. 2 receivers to the near side, 2 men in the backfield. It's going to go to Harris Ross over the right-hand side, and he's met immediately near the line of scrimmage.
Ross. Martinez and Miller were there on the tackle.
Brendan Landman and Richard Martinez in there making the stop for the Mustangs. Clock moving, 1:48 to play in the 3rd quarter. Still a lot of time left on that clock, a lot of football to be played, and this Pirate lead is not insurmountable. Lorenzo Renteria under center. Handoff left side, Harris Ross trying to get to the corner, gets to the edge, hits a big hit around midfield, still on his feet to the 40. He's going to cut back. Harris Ross trying to get into the end zone once again, and he does. Another 50-plus yard rushing touchdown. This one 52 yards, no laundry on the field, and Harris Ross does it again. Mr. Big Play with a huge touchdown run. That kid can change some momentum. Holy cow. The extra point attempt is blocked, but the damage has been done. Harris Ross, all he does is score touchdowns and long ones. He's got rushing touchdowns of 54 yards, 80 yards, and now 52 yards on the game. But other than that, he hasn't done much. Harris Ross is really having quite a performance. One of the better playoff performances that we've seen in quite some time anywhere in the state of California. And his Pittsburgh Pirates are benefiting greatly from it. They lead 45-21 over the Monte Vista Mustangs. The Mustangs, a team that beat Pittsburgh 44-14 in week 3 of the regular season. And that was at Pittsburgh. This week they go on the road in the playoffs on a chilly evening here in November. And it's been all Pirates. The kickoff is taken at about the 5-yard line. Still on his feet across the 30. That's Avery. Avery across the 50. I was saying Jalen Avery already has a touchdown on offense and on defense. He needed one on special teams, and he tried to make it happen that time. Penalty flags on the field. Holding the call against Monte Vista.
That'll go against the Mustangs. They'll move the ball down to 30. First down, Mustangs.
First down and 10 to go for Monte Vista from their own 30-yard line. 1:11 to play in the third quarter. Zamora under center, drops back to pass. Being pressured and completes it to Marco Zamora. Caught at the 34-yard line. Call it the 33. Second down and 7 coming up for the Mustangs. Zamora bringing the Mustangs to the line. Going to hand it off to Chang over the right-hand side. Chang keeps those feet moving, crosses the 35-yard line. Met by a host of Pirates. 30 seconds to play in the third quarter. It is a 24-point Pittsburgh lead. Zamora drops back to pass. Looking to set up the screen, and he throws it just over the outstretched arm of Zach Chang. Incomplete pass is going to bring up 4th down and 5, but you got to go for it here if you're Monte Vista. 5 seconds to play in the third quarter. You can see the breath coming off of all these guys. 4th down and 5 to go for Monte Vista. They're going to fake the handoff to Chang and fire it across the middle. And it's nearly intercepted, but a smart play to let that one hit the ground as they'd make up about 30 yards of offense. Nicely done by Kenya Edner. And the Pirates will take over on downs. 1st and 10 from the Monte Vista 35-yard line. And they'll do that as we change sides of the field. Pittsburgh will have the ball. 1st and 10 deep in Monte Vista territory when we get back. It's 45-21 After 3 full quarters of play, it's the North Coast Section Division I playoffs on PlayOnSports.com, your destination for high school sports. Play On Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at Play On Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/PlayOnNetwork. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. PlayOnSports.com is not only your destination for Friday night football action, but it's also the place for the most comprehensive coverage of high school playoff and championship events in all sports from across the country. PlayOnSports.com, high school sports lives here. Harris Ross in the backfield once again for the Pirates. Lorenzo Renteria brings Pittsburg up to the line. First down and 10 from the Monte Vista 35. And we've got movement all over the place. This one to go against the offense. False start on the left side of the line. And Pittsburgh will be marching backwards. They'll get the ball at the 40-yard line. 1st and 15 coming up. Pirate fans have got to be pleased with the performance they're getting. They're going to fake the handoff to Ross, and Renteria is going to keep it himself. Renteria across the 30, down to the 20, gets a great block, and he's going to take it all the way down to the 10-yard line. The man delivering that great block was Mote Maile. And a huge pickup, 30 yards on the rush by Lorenzo Renteria. Quarterback getting into the action and coming up with a huge run for the Pirates. They lead it by 24. They're looking to add to that. 45-21 with 11:48 to play in the game. Harris Ross of 3 touchdowns already in the backfield. He'll get the handoff. And he'll take it up the middle. He'll stay on his feet and get into the end zone again. 10-yard touchdown scamper. We'll call it 11 on the score for Harris Ross. Antonio Saldana on to attempt the extra point. And the kick is up and good. Saldana was hit hard as he kicked that one, but it went through the uprights, and he'll take it. 52-21. The Pittsburgh lead over Monte Vista widens after another Harris Ross touchdown score. Harris Ross has got an 80-yard touchdown run, a 56-yard touchdown run, a 54-yard touchdown run, a 52-yard touchdown run, and now an 11-yard touchdown run to add to it. So he's got 197 yards of rushing touchdowns. 4 touchdowns totaling 197 yards. I don't know if I've ever seen anything like it. And this is in a backfield with tons of talent with the likes of Jamal Lockett, Crajon Menifee. We've even seen Tyrell Lazar get in the act. But it's been the Harris Ross show this evening as the kickoff goes out of bounds. 11:42 to play in the contest. with the mark-off of the penalty. The ball will be spotted on the 35. That's where the Mustangs will have it, first down and 10. And the stands beginning to empty for the Monte Vista side. Everybody on the Pittsburg side still in attendance. Nikita Zamora will go under center. He'll drop back to pass and throw over the left-hand side. It's complete to Avery. Avery's got a blocker, and he's out to the 47-yard line. First down for the Mustangs. And the Mustangs know they need to move the ball and move it quickly. They've got a lot of scores to make up. Chang in the backfield. They'll fake the handoff to Chang and fire to Avery over the far sideline. Avery out across the 40 and down to the 34-yard line. Get that ball to Jalen Avery, and he makes men miss.
Ball placed at the 34. First down, Mustangs.
11:27 to play in the fourth quarter. 52-21. The Pittsburgh Pirates leading the Monte Vista Mustangs. Handoff Chang on a delay. He's met in the backfield and hit hard.
No gain on the play.
Great defense on the play by the Pirates. Daniel Sutton, the senior, in there delivering a big blow. No gain on the play will bring up second down and 10. Rolling left and firing complete to Moline. And Moline's still on his feet. He's going to have a first down. Nice job. Looked like Moline was going to go out of bounds. And instead, he pushed the ball up the field. And he gets the first down. The ball will be spotted at the 17-yard line. First down and 10. Officials getting things all set up. Zamora under center. Two men to either side. Chang in the backfield. Fake the handoff, Chang. Fired toward the end zone, and it's incomplete. Intended for Moline.
Second down and 10.
Incomplete pass stops the clock. 10:38 to play, fourth quarter. A high-scoring affair from Danville. Nikita Zamora drops back to pass, looking left, trying to set up the screen. It's nearly intercepted, and it is. What a play on defense. Again, a great play by the Pirates. This time, it was Chima Onyeku with the pick. He read the screen, batted the ball up into the air, and had the presence of mind to come down with it. The defensive end, a senior, making a play and getting the ball back for his offense. Ball will be spotted at the 28-yard line. And we will have some substitutes into the game for the Pirates. Silverio Ozuna will be in at the quarterback position for Pittsburgh. He's under center, and he's going to hand it off over the left-hand side. And driven backwards was the ball carrier.
Nicholas Moore on the run.
And Nicholas Moore
He'll lose a few yards. Second down.
over the right-hand side. Lost a couple on the play. He's going to bring up second down and long. Ozuna under center. Hands it off. Up the middle. And breaking one across midfield and dragged down is Devontae Terrence. Terrence getting in on the act and ripping a long run. 26 yards on the carry for Devontae Terrence. The clock will stop momentarily as they set the ball. Pittsburgh has been living in Monte Vista territory this evening, and they're right back where they're at home. The junior Silverio Ozuna setting up the troops, fakes the handoff. He's going to run it himself. And he loses the football, still loose on the field, still loose. And the Mustangs will get it back and have a first down of their own after a turnover by the Pirates. Joe Uri, the senior, recovered that fumble for the Mustangs. 9:12 to play in the fourth quarter, 52-21. Pittsburgh all over Monte Vista. It's the first round of the NCS Division I playoffs. Firing over the left-hand side and missing his intended receiver was Nikita Zamora. He was trying to hit John Kaiser. Threw it a little bit behind him.
Second down and 10.
9:07 left in the fourth quarter. Zamora drops back to pass, fires left-hand side, and it's incomplete, in and out of the hands of Marco Zamora.
Third down and 10.
It's going to bring up third down and long for the Mustangs. The fourth quarter so far has been about 25 minutes of real time. Only 2 minutes and 57 seconds have come off of the clock as they're firing the ball around the field. And Zamora's hit hard but stays on his feet. Great effort by Nikita Zamora. Crosses midfield. He's going to be close to the first down. He tripped up around the 47-yard line, but he took a huge hit. Should have been dropped for a loss. And instead, he picks up almost 10 yards on the play. It's going to bring up fourth down and a much more manageable 1 yard to go. What a great effort by Nikita Zamora. The junior showing some leadership out there. And we'll see what they decide to do here on fourth down and 1. They've got Chang in the backfield. They're going to hand it off to Chang over the left-hand side. He's got the first down easy and more across the 40 down to the 38-yard line, where it'll be a first down for the Mustangs. And Chang slow to get up. Hate to see that. He has been a terrific back all season long, and he's had a very nice evening tonight.
Chang, the injured Mustang.
.8:10 to play in the fourth. First down and 10 for Monte Vista at the 38-yard line. Fake handoff, and the ball is loose. Nice job by Zamora to even get back to it, and then he throws the ball away near a receiver. Unbelievable. No grounding on the play. and a brilliant play by Nikita Zamora.
Zamora managed to get rid of the ball.
If he had been dropped, it would have been a loss of close to 20 yards on the play. Instead, he gets the incompletion. So that incompletion actually acts like a 20-yard completion. Great job by the junior. This kid's presence of mind has been extremely impressive this evening. Making tons of great decisions, hanging in there in the pocket, taking some big hits, staying on his feet, and getting rid of the football when he needs to. Second down and long. And we've got a reverse, but the ball is loose on the ground, and it's recovered by the Pirates. Tried to run a pitch reverse, and they couldn't handle it. So again, Pittsburgh will get the ball in great field position. They turned it over the last time they had it, but that's about the only blemish on the evening for the Pirates. Silverio Ozuna, quarterback for Pittsburgh. He's going to hand it off to Jonathan Murphy. Murphy scampers ahead for a pickup of about 3. Clock continues to run.
Landman with the tackle. Second down and 7.
Second and 7 coming up. Silveria Ozuna under center. 2 receivers far side, a tight end to the near side. Handoff right up the middle. And that still on his feet and dragged out of bounds at about the 25-yard line. Looked like a horse collar, maybe even a face mask. Jalen Mulligan with the run for the Pirates.
Ball's going to be placed at the 27 for Stan Pirates.
And after the penalty, got to imagine they'll add half the distance to the goal to this one. It is a horse collar.
Penalty against the Mustang.
So the officials will split the difference between where that penalty took place and the goal line. It'll be first down and 10 at the 14-yard line, maybe the 13. They'll call it the 13. 6:53 to play in the fourth. Ozuna under center. Terrence gets the handoff up the middle, and he's stuffed at about the 11-yard line. It's going to bring up second down and long. And we've got a timeout by the official here. We had a little equipment malfunction for one of the Monte Vista players, so we'll get that sorted out. Ozuna hands it off to Terrence again. Terrence stays on his feet, tries to reverse his field, and he's going to lose a lot of yards there. Tried to make the extra effort, stay on his feet, but instead he's dragged down. A loss of 12 on the play. Is going to bring up third down and very long for the Pirates. And we will see what Pittsburgh decides to do here. Third down and long. Probably don't want to go to the air here. Jonathan Murphy, the deep man, back in the backfield. 2 receivers to either side and a couple of tight ends. Fake the handoff to Murphy. They are going to go to the air. And the intended target, David Furman, is the ball just out of his reach. So Silverio Ozuna got a chance to air that one out. Threw it a little bit above his receiver. 4th down. And we'll see, I believe, a field goal attempt here for the Pirates. This will be a 38-yard field goal. The kick is up. It's got plenty of leg, and it is right down the middle. Great job by Luis Iniguez for Pittsburgh. 39-yard field goal makes it 55-21. And that was impressive. That one would have gone in from 10 yards further. So right now the Pirates doing everything right, including in their kicking game. (55-21). Pittsburgh on top of Monte Vista. Tell me if you saw that one coming. This one had close game written all over it when you look at the matchups. But the Pirates, with some nice defense and special teams, able to force a few turnovers and take advantage of all of those. And it seemed like they took every single turnover and turned it into points. Super impressive performance. Iniguez kicks this one off. It's fielded at the 10-yard line. They're going to do the who has the ball trick. And whoever has the ball is drilled at about the 19-yard line. I think that was Nathan Yee who ended up with the football. .5:29 to play in the 4th quarter. 55-21. Pittsburgh leading Monte Vista. Monte Vista trying to get something going here on the offensive end. That handoff went to Zach Cribb. And Cribb busted that one off for a pickup of about 12. He's going to stay in the backfield behind Zamora. And he'll get the carry again. And we have a penalty flag coming from the sideline. See what the call is there.
Holding against the Mustangs. Back about
10.
10.
10-yard holding penalty called against Monte Vista. It's going to bring up 1st down and long for the Mustangs. 20 yards to be exact after the 10-yard holding. Again, it'll be Zach Cribb in the backfield. They'll fake the handoff to him and pass it over the near side. Complete and out across the 30-yard line is Mason Mullane. He's been very solid this evening. The clock continues to run. 4.5 minutes to play in the 4th quarter. 55-21. Pittsburgh leading Monte Vista. .405 to play. 2nd down and 8. Zamora looking for space, and he's hit hard just across the line of scrimmage. Anytime it looks like Zamora is going to be knocked down in the backfield, he fights his way to at least the line of scrimmage, if not more. A very resilient quarterback who put up some big numbers this year. 2,200 passing yards, 18 touchdowns, 10 of those to Jalen Avery. He also rushed for a few scores. 3:25 to play fourth. Zamora looking to pass, looking to set up the screen, throws it just over the head of Moline, and it'll be fourth down. And it looks like the punting unit will come out onto the field. Jack DeMaio will punt it away for the Mustangs. Kenya Edner will be deep to return for the Pirates, along with Devontae Terrence. DeMaio's kick will bounce around the 45, take a nice Monte Vista roll all the way down to the 37-yard line, where the Pirates will take over. 3:07 to play in the fourth quarter, 55-21 Pittsburgh. Folks, we want to remind you to stay tuned for the PlayOnSports.com post-game show, where we will select our player of the game as well as wrap up all the action from this ball game. That's coming up following the game on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. Silverio Ozuna leading the Pirates to the line of scrimmage. He'll hand it off right up the gut.
Moore on the run, taken down by Walsh.
Three yards on the pickup for the Pirates. Bring up second down and 7, 2:43 to play in the fourth quarter. Stacked box for the Monte Vista defense. And the handoff goes to Hezekiah Walker.
Moore again, met by Walsh again. Gain of 1.
Third down and 5 to go. $2:10 to play in the fourth quarter. Pittsburgh going to win this playoff matchup with Monte Vista, avenging a regular season loss. And this time it's been all Pirates. Handoff left side. And Moore is going to be short of the first down yardage. It's going to be about fourth down and 2. The official will call timeout to get a player off the field. The helmet came off for Jack Shabola, so he has to come off for one play. The clock moving, 1:38 to play in the game. And the Pirates are looking to get one first down here so that they can take knees the rest of the way. They've got 2 yards between them and the victory formation. They'll hand it off over the left-hand side, and they'll be stopped short. Nice push by the defense for Monte Vista. And the Mustangs will get the ball back with 1:16 to play. Well, Monte Vista had a very solid season this year. Victories at Castro Valley, against Berkeley, at Pittsburgh. A win at Granada, a win at California, and a victory over Livermore on the season. For the Pirates, they'll move to 8-3 and move on to the second round of the NCS Division I playoffs. Avery still on his feet. Just over a minute to play in the fourth quarter. The Pirates had victories over Clayton Valley, Berkeley, Granite Bay, Liberty, Deer Valley, Heritage, and Antioch. So the Pirates came in on a 3-game winning streak, while the Mustangs came in on a 3-game losing skid. And all 3 of those victories for Pittsburgh were on the road. So this will be a 4th consecutive road victory for the Pirates. And next week they'll be on the road to face one of the top teams in the country in Concord de La Salle. The pass is complete and near the end zone, into the end zone, touchdown. Nikita Zamora hooks up with Mason Malin for a touchdown. 43 yards on the score. Gotta love the effort by the Mustangs of Monte Vista, continuing to play hard to that last whistle. And Mason Malin with a score. He'll be in the shotgun formation here, playing the role of Tim Tebow on this 2-point conversion. Another jump pass and another 2-point conversion right to Eric Menzendijk. And with 26 seconds to go, it's 55-29, the Pirates leading the Mustangs. Gotta love that jump pass 2-point conversion. And I love that we've seen it twice tonight. .26 seconds to play in the 4th quarter. We'll see if Monte Vista tries an onside kick here or if they just decide to kick it away. I believe they're going to go for the onside variety. The Pittsburgh Pirate faithful very excited about the way their team performed this evening. And I've talked about it numerous times. It was all aspects of the game. 3 full phases, offense, defense, special teams, and they looked lights out in every one of those. It's going to take an effort like we saw this evening next week if the Pirates want to try to knock off the multiple-time state champion Concord de La Salle Spartans. The onside kick attempt, another good one. This time they go to the left-hand side where there's only one Mustang player. That's Avery. It is recovered by the Pirates. And I believe Pittsburgh will be coming out in the victory formation here. If they take one knee, the clock will strike 0, and the Pirates will be moving on. The Pittsburgh band, who put on quite a show during halftime, is over there celebrating, dancing and playing to the last whistle. They don't feel the cold at all right now. They feel euphoria. And it will be the victory formation. Silveria Ozuna, who's played about the entire 4th quarter, will take the snap, will take a knee, and the Pittsburgh Pirates will win in the first round of the North Coast Section Division I playoff tournament. It'll be 10 seconds before it's official, but this one was all Pittsburgh from the first quarter on. Every time it looked like Monte Vista was going to come back, the Pittsburgh Pirates had a huge play. 55-29, the final score as the clock hits 0. Ladies and gentlemen, we invite you to stay tuned to PlayOnSports.com for our post-game coverage. We'll wrap up all the action in our post-game show, and we'll have an interview with our player of the game. That's coming up in just a few moments. Once again, the Pittsburgh Pirates have defeated the Monte Vista Mustangs 55-29 in the first round of the North Coast Section Division I playoffs on Friday Night Football on PlayOnSports.com, your destination for high school sports.
one match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you in one shot.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the PlayOn School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
Hello and welcome to the PlayOnSports.com postgame show, coming to you live from Monte Vista High School in Danville, California. I'm Brian Vilvin. Folks, we wanted to let you know that our player of the game, excuse me, as sorry about that, folks. We got a couple of technical difficulties here as we've been unplugged, but I think we're back on the air now and ready to rock and roll with the postgame show. We want to let you know that our player of the game was Harris Ross of the Pittsburgh Pirates, a 55